Watching my news, and two things actually kind of stands out tonight. This one here.
Of this young boy for 3 minutes. Oh my God. The 5 officers involved in that traffic stop were fired late last week. The chief saying they violated multiple department policies, including excessive use of force. And at this point, no charges have been filed against them, but the Justice Department has now opened a civil rights investigation. Right now, investigators in Southern California
Quit, Soraya.
shooting at a dance studio this weekend. Another victim died from their injuries today, bringing the death toll now to 11. Police say 72-year-old who can. When people have lost their lives in such a devastating way, Eugene, and it just doesn't.
Soraya.
Someone who could have ever imagined that 72-year-old who would go out and just shoot people in their 50s, their 60s, and 70s. It's not your typical murder scene. I mean, a massacre scene. And it just makes no sense. And then, even now, there are very few details for law enforcement about a possible motive. And this is a 72-year-old who did that, was not just satisfied with the killing where he started. He ended up at another place where he was apprehended and the gun was taken away from him. It's a situation. And the other part that we're going to talk about is mostly this happens in gun-free zones where you cannot carry firearms. And so I'm not here to advocate for more firearms, but I do tell you that law enforcement in a situation like this, by the time they arrive, the victim has done his damage. And if someone had a firearm who had been trained and conceal and carry, they had a shot at taking this person out before a massive number of lives had been lost. Yeah, but could there be some
Somebody with some brain cells just interjected. And it's not the guy speaking now.
Take the gun restrictions or gun legislation a step further, or do you think that we are where we are, and this is the way it's going to be for a while? Because it took, I think it was like 3 decades to get what we saw last year out of Congress. Yeah, but listen, has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? I mean, it's an individual, man. You can get it right in the legislation a million times. But on that 1,000,001st time, this person can succeed in just killing people for no reason at all. You can't see it, you can't feel it. The only thing that matters is in that moment when you see someone walking in that club with a gun, as the young man did at his second stop, and you just put your life on the line because you know something's not right about this picture. The answer lies with what's happening in real time when these situations are developing. And to that point of maybe this being a one-off that the legislation can't control, right? In this Monterey Park shooting, officials say that they recovered a semi-automatic assault pistol from the suspect. That's illegal in California, and that California is where this happened.
Do you think criminals care?
Came from, but does this weaken the case for assault weapons bans at the state level? Because even though it's illegal there, he was able to.
Criminals are going to get weapons.
If a criminal wants to find a way to get a weapon, this person, as others have shown, that they can't, and no amount of laws and no amount of legislation is going to stop them. You got to always be present, be aware of your surroundings when you're in these clubs and in these situations, that you try to protect people around you and yourself by reacting in the moment. And there's literally nothing can prepare you for it because you have no idea how you're going to respond. Not even a nationwide assault weapons ban, which the Biden administration has been pushing for. Most people are not killed by assault weapons. They're killed by the assault weapon he had, by handguns. That's just a fact. It is what is rare. I mean, it gets more attention. You're able to go down more people. But in reality, that's not what does the damage. And sometimes they're killed by knives and by hammers. If someone wants to go on a killing spree, that's what they're going to do until they're stopped. Eugene. That's all the time we got. Washington Insider Armstrong Williams, as always, thanks for your insight on this.
Armstrong Williams.